Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Happy Friday to everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. As for me, I've been in a rut. I've been really trying. I can't come up with anything. My creativity is like, excuse my language, but in the shithole. Look at me. I look fat and sloppy. I'm just a mess. My projects are coming out terrible. But you know what? I figured let me get this video out. You guys can give me your opinion. And I know you're all going to be nice and be like, oh, it's great. They're a mess. But I wanted to get rid of them, get it out, and just start over. Start from the beginning. Anyway, I've been wanting to make these like little lights. I've made a light fixture before and it turned out beautiful. This time you're supposed to use glue, Elmer's glue, and water. Well, this time I wanted to be cheap and I used flour and water. And it just made a big mess. It was real thick. It was real hard to get off the strings. You'll see at the end what it looks like, but that's after days of picking at it. So what I do here is I blow up 3 balloons, different sizes. I cut a bunch of jute twine, and I just put it in my glue mixture. Now this is very messy, so if you're going to do it, you want to lay down a big trash bag or some kind of cloth or something. You just pick up the pieces of string. I think you're better off using one long string, but I cut mine in pieces and it made it just more difficult. Because see how the pieces are just hanging? Yeah, it was really hard. I just made this project very difficult on myself. It seemed like nothing I was doing was turning out. I was going to join a collab they had the other day, and it was a fail, whatever. It was good or bad. And mine would have definitely been fail. They were definitely fails. Anyway, that's what it looked like when it was done. Sorry it went by so fast. This is actually my favorite. You take I'm sure you guys have seen this. Whoever has a Silhouette Cameo or a Cricut, you take a mechanical pencil, and these are from the Dollar Tree, so they don't unscrew. But I just pushed the little button on the top, you'll see right there, and I just put the needle. You take a sewing needle and take the lead out, put the sewing needle in. And there you go, you got a new weeding tool. And you can just push the button and it comes out as far as you want. Then you hold it down, push it in, and just push your needle back in. Look how good this. I've seen people work with little pins, little needles, but these, look how big these are and easy to use. They're great. This is like my favorite new tool. And so easy to make. It took me like 5 minutes. And I use a Dollar Tree pencil, so it cost me $1 to make. I had the needle. You know how sometimes when you're doing your lettering and it's very, very small. And as you can see, I even had an epic fail on this. My letters got stuck together. It was like the easiest word possible, and they got stuck together, and I had to fix it. It was no big deal, but still, I'm just having a really rough time. I was going to say ladies, but I know you're not all ladies. I know there's some gentlemen on here. So then I figured my next project would be, I wanted to use these test tubes and I wanted to make some sort of planter. Well, I found these little plastic test tubes at Dollar Tree. I took a Dollar Tree Reef wire hanger, and I cut one of the rings out and then cut one of the rings in half, and I put it in the middle. Now I did glue it, and as you could see, it wasn't working. So I ran and got some wire. You'll see the test tube eventually falls off. Even after holding it and putting extra on. That would have been great and just a perfect project if it did, but of course not. Nothing's going right for me. So what I do is, anyway, I go and get some wire. I wire the test tube on, and I wire the two sides as well, just for some extra support. So I'm just trying to keep this steady while I run and get the wire. And it falls off anyway. So I hope you, and here you could see I'm wiring the sides. I hope everybody's doing good. How's everybody making out with this virus thing? I'm in New Jersey. Things aren't too good. Restaurants still aren't open to eat in. We still have a lot of people getting sick. But thank God we're not really one of the really bad hot spots. But I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if it's going to go away anytime soon. I'm hoping so, but I just don't know. I apologize. I just got distracted. So then I take my test tube and I just wire that on. After it's wired on, I take it outside and I'm going to use this beautiful copper spray paint. I'll show you the finished project in the end. Okay, so now I found this tray at, not the one I'm working on right here, the sticks in front of the tray here that I'm working on. I found at Goodwill. It was like a rack on top of a tray that I bought. So I took apart the little rack and I'm using the wood pieces for this next project. So I'm taking one of these canvases from the Dollar Tree and I'm taking off the canvas. I'm just using my X-Acto knife, you know, like everybody does. I'm just going to be making kind of like an art piece. Like I said, I'm having trouble with my creativity. Everything's good with my health. I mean, you know, I feel good. It's just so darn hot. I don't know if it has to do with the heat and I'm just miserable and tired all the time, but, you know, my health is good. I feel good. I don't know what it is, ladies. I'm just in a rut. I just have to try harder. I have to try harder. So I broke it, of course, and I really wanted to keep filming because, you know, our fails are part of our DIYs, and this whole video is like an epic fail. But you just keep going. You just keep going. Everything doesn't have to be, you know, trash and crazy and get all angry. You know, you just keep going and make the best out of what we got. I may not keep it. I may not display it, but you know what? I made it. So here I am trying to just glue it back together. There's Bella. And then what I do is I take those, see the drawing under the picture? I just made a drawing of what I wanted to do. I ended up not doing that project. I got this off of Pinterest. I made a different design, but I just cut the little pieces in the sizes that I needed, and I just made like a little maze. I cut them, I sanded them down, and I glued them on. Turns out, when I stood it up, they kind of like fell out the back. So I did have to put a piece of foam board on the back of it. And then I put the little clip back in the back of the picture hanger, and that's it. I kind of like the raw wood. I don't know whether to stain it or not, but that's it, ladies. Here's the finished project. Here's my my copper little plant holder, and here's the 3-tier light fixture. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being so patient with me. Please hit that subscribe button. I know this video is really going to make you hit that. I'm sure you want to see more of these videos. No, guys, usually they're better. Thank you.